Have you noticed in recent years, it's easy to sit down, but standing up feels like needing to negotiate with your knees. Every time you bend down to pick something up, you hear a slight crack from your back, as if it's protesting, "Why are you making me work overtime?" Not to mention those times you stand up a little too fast and the world seems to spin. At that moment, your blood vessels probably have to say, "Give us a few seconds to prepare psychologically." It sounds a little funny, but the truth is, your body, after 60, when people hear about exercising a few minutes every morning to regain muscle strength, many will think, that sounds good, but is it really effective? That's a perfectly reasonable question, because health, especially after 60, shouldn't be gambled on what sounds right. It needs to be verified. And the good news is, it has been verified, very thoroughly. One of the leading studies published on PubMed, conducted by a team of geriatric experts in the U.S., tracked a group of people aged 60 and older who showed signs of muscle weakness and reduced walking speed after 12 weeks of resistance training using the PRT method at moderate intensity, 2 to 3 sessions per week, with simple exercises like standing up and sitting down, wall push-ups, and resistance band pulls. The results showed significant increase in leg and arm muscle strength, increased walking speed, clear improvement in the ability to stand up without assistance, and notably, many participants self-reported that their daily activities became easier. All these indicators were measured using specialized medical equipment, not subjective feelings. Not stopping there, a meta-analysis examined 18 different clinical studies focusing on the impact of PRT on hip and thigh bone density, 2 areas most prone to fracture when older adults fall. The conclusion showed regular PRT not only helps increase muscle, but also has the effect of improving bone density, especially in weight-bearing areas like the thighs and hips. This is an extremely important factor in reducing the risk of falls and complications after falls. And if you want truly rigorous proof, here's a study cited from the independent Cochrane Review System, which is renowned for its strictness in the medical community. They compiled 121 clinical trials on exercise in older adults, with thousands of participants over a long period. The most notable finding? PRT was the most effective form of exercise in improving mobility, independent living, and reducing the rate of falls in people aged 60 and older. All these studies have common ground. They didn't require participants to train heavily. They didn't use complex machinery, and they all showed positive recovery in people who were thought to be too old to regain strength. So when we say, just a small daily habit, but done correctly, can significantly improve health, that's not a statement to create motivation. It's a scientific conclusion. The body after 60 still has the ability to recover. We just need to give it a real chance through every time we stand up, every calf raise, every slow band pull. None of us likes to be forced to exercise with a trainer yelling at us, nor does anyone want to set up mats, equipment, and machines just to stand up from a chair more steadily. And when it comes to exercising every morning, many people imagine it has to be a big production, like playing upbeat music, wearing athletic clothes, even moving the chair to the middle of the yard. Actually, for people over 60, it doesn't need to be that intense. Your body, at this age, doesn't need a strong jolt. It just needs a regular reminder, hey, we can still do a little something every day. The best way to start is to start very small. No fuss, no pressure, no alarm bells for exercise. Just you, a chair, and a few quiet minutes. Imagine a normal morning. You've just washed your face, made tea, not rushing to turn on the TV. Instead of sitting down right away, you stand in front of the familiar chair in your living room. Then, gently, sit down. Sit up straight. No leaning back. Both feet on the floor. Take a breath. Then slowly stand up without using your hands to push off. That's the first movement. Not to compete, but to send your body a small signal. Today, I can still be proactive. If you can do it 5 times, great. 7 times, very good. If you only did 3 times and already feel tired, that's okay. Don't rush. Don't force it. Exercise as if you're sipping tea, slowly but warmly, because the most important thing is to repeat it tomorrow. Next, you move to the wall. No need to be far. Place both hands on the wall at chest height. Gently press your hands, then lean your body forward like a push-up. No need to go deep, no need to push hard, just to let your shoulders, arms, and chest remember how to work. About 6 to 8 times. If it's too easy, lower your hands a bit in the following days. But today, just take it easy. Then we go back to standing near the chair, this time not sitting. We return to our feet, specifically our calves. This part helps with balance, which is very important to prevent falls. Stand near the chair, lightly holding on for safety. You lightly hold on to the back of the chair to maintain balance. Then slowly raise up onto your toes. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds. Then slowly lower. Do this about 10 to 12 times. You'll immediately feel the difference. Your calves will warm up. Not burning hot, but a kind of warmth as if they're being remembered. No need to go high. No need to go fast. It seems like a simple movement, but it's how your calves work, keeping your feet always ready in case you encounter a slippery floor or need to brake suddenly in the bathroom. So just 3 simple movements, standing up and sitting down, wall push-ups and calf raises, have awakened most of the important muscle groups in your legs, back, arms, and core. The entire sequence takes no more than 5 to 8 minutes, no sweating, no exertion. But if done consistently every morning, you'll find your body responding in a very subtle yet very real way. If you have a resistance band, the small rubber bands commonly sold in supermarkets or pharmacies, you can add one more exercise. Tie the band to a doorknob, stand tall, hold both ends of the band, gently pull it towards you. Hold for a few seconds, then slowly release. No need to pull hard, just suggest to your back and shoulders. We still need to maintain good, upright posture. 6 to 8 times is enough. But if you don't have a band yet, that's okay. The first 3 exercises are more than enough to start. Most importantly, choose a fixed time slot. It could be after watering plants before breakfast or right after brushing your teeth. Don't wait until you feel motivated to exercise. Because motivation sometimes comes later than retirement age. But a habit, if formed correctly, will stay for a very long time. If you're just starting today and only managed 4 stand-ups, 3 wall pushes, 6 calf raises, that's already great. Because the most essential thing isn't doing a lot, but doing it consistently. Tomorrow you'll repeat it. The day after, maybe add 1 to 2 more reps. After a week, you'll notice your back is straighter. After 3 weeks, you'll stand up from a chair without needing to hold on. That's how your body recovers. Not dramatically, but steadily and surely. There's no magic secret to this. There's only an old but always true formula. What we do every day is what creates lasting change. And if every morning you dedicate 5 to 8 minutes to send your body a gentle reminder, I'm still using you, then before long your body will reply, I'm not giving up yet either. After a few consistent weeks, you might start to notice your familiar exercises becoming too easy. Standing up and sitting down 8 times, no longer tired. Calf raises 12 times, still plenty of energy left. Wall push-ups, even feeling a bit bland. This isn't a time to stop. This is precisely when your body is telling you, I'm used to this, can we do a little more? Gradual increase, in medical terms, is called progressive overload, which means controlled load increase. But you don't need to remember that name. Just understand one simple thing. When you find yourself doing something easily, add a little more, but only a little. For example, if you're doing 8 stand-ups every morning without getting tired, then next week try 9 times. Wall push-ups too easy? Lower your hands a bit to increase the incline of your body. Calf raises feel light. Hold at the top for an extra 1 to 2 seconds. Band pulls too easy? Switch to a band with stronger resistance, or take half a step back to increase the tension. All these are minor adjustments, but enough for your body to continue responding. Gradual increase isn't a competition. No one is grading you. No need to increase every day, not even every week. Just notice. If a movement becomes too easy, then gently step it up a little. It's like brewing tea when the water cools down. You warm it up again. No need for a rolling boil, just enough warmth to preserve the flavor. And if you ever feel tired, unwell, or a little sore on a given day, that's okay. Maintain the same level or take a day off. Your body doesn't need continuous progress. It just needs to know that you haven't abandoned it. A very practical way to track your progress is to use a small notebook, jokingly called the +1 notebook. Every time you do a little more than before, write it down. Today you did 14 calf raises instead of 12. Today you did 2 sets of band pulls instead of 1. Today you stood up from a chair without using your hands. These are small things, but writing them down will create a feeling. I'm making progress, a little bit each week. One more important thing. When increasing, you must maintain proper form. If you can do 10 stand-ups but your back is arched and your knees are misaligned, it's better to stick with 8 correct repetitions. The best limit is, work until you feel a little tired, but still maintain proper posture. Finish, feeling a little tired but not exhausted. No dizziness, no shortness of breath, no lingering pain after exercise. If you have the feeling of a bit too much today, it means you should adjust next time. That's okay. Moderation is the most important. And the great thing is, when you increase correctly, gently but consistently, your body will respond in a very smart way. Stronger muscles, firmer bones, a returning sense of body control, straighter posture, faster walking speed, and worries like, I wonder if I can stand up once I sit down, will gradually disappear. Gradual increase isn't about doing more than others. It's about being stronger than your own self from the previous week. Just that is enough to change your entire journey. When you've started to get comfortable with your morning PRT, those 5 to 8 minutes of gentle movements, a question is bound to come up. Is that enough, or should I be doing more? That's a great question to ask, because if we want to keep our muscles, joints, and reflexes stable for the long haul, exercising consistently every day is excellent. But if you can add a few more focused workouts during the week, the results will be much more noticeable. Imagine your week is like a gentle piece of music. Every morning, those 5 to 8 minutes of PRT are the steady background melody, keeping your body in rhythm. It helps your muscle groups stay awake, keeps your joints moving smoothly, and most importantly, maintains the habit of daily movement. But for your body to keep progressing, not just standing still, you need a few high notes in that music. Those are the 2 longer workout sessions, about 20 to 30 minutes each week. Why do you need 2 more focused sessions? Muscles don't grow in a single day, but they do need to be challenged just enough to know there's still work to do. When you exercise gently every day, your body will maintain a stable state. It won't get weaker or lose muscle. But if you want to clearly improve your strength, boost your endurance, and get better at walking and standing up, then you need those more focused workout sessions. These 2 longer sessions each week are like your investment time. That's when you repeat familiar movements, but in 2 to 3 rounds. That's when you hold each movement longer, or add 1 or 2 new exercises if your body is ready. Here's a practical example. For 5 normal days, you do 1 round of exercises every morning. Stand up and sit down 8 times. Wall push-ups 6 times. Calf raises 12 times. Resistance band pulls 8 times. It only takes 7 minutes. It feels good. Your body registers the signal, I'm working consistently. Then for the 2 main sessions, perhaps Tuesday and Friday for example, you set aside about 25 minutes. You still do the same exercises, but you do 2 rounds, or you can break the exercises into 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps instead of 1 set of 10, with short breaks between sets. During these 2 sessions, you could also spend the first 5 minutes warming up more thoroughly, gently rotating your wrists, ankles, and shoulders before starting the main exercise rounds. What's the difference? Daily exercise helps maintain, 2 focused sessions help improve, and most importantly, this combination won't exhaust your body. Instead, it helps your body maintain a natural pace of progress, not too fast and not too slow. Another big benefit of the 2 focused sessions each week is that they activate a recovery effect that lasts up to 48 to 72 hours. This means that if you have a focused workout on Tuesday, by Thursday, your muscles are still benefiting from that session. They continue to recover, adapt, and rebuild muscle fibers. And if the Friday session is repeated just as thoroughly, you're maintaining a very consistent cycle of recovery, adaptation, and strengthening. No running needed, no heavy lifting needed, just a consistent exercise rhythm and some highlights during the week. At this point, you might be wondering, do the 2 longer workouts during the week need to be completely different from the usual daily sessions? The answer is, not necessarily. You should keep your familiar exercises, the friendly movements you've been doing every day, like standing up and sitting down, wall push-ups, calf raises, and resistance band pulls. If you want, you can add a few gentle movements for your back or shoulder arm area. The difference isn't in changing the exercises, it's in how you perform them. Do an extra round. Hold the movement a little longer, or try small changes in your posture to increase the challenge, depending on your ability. So, how do you know if you're exercising at the right level? Let your body tell you. If you feel a little tired and are breathing lightly, that's a good sign. If you feel dizzy, your heart races, or you're tired for a long time, you might have overdone it. If you finish and still feel too light, with no sensation at all, you're probably not exercising enough. You don't need to push yourself to exhaustion. Just stay at a working level, meaning not too easy and not too strenuous, just enough for your body to understand that it's still being used and still needs to stay in shape. Here's a little tip. During the 2 longer workouts, play some gentle background music. Choose familiar songs. Listen while you exercise. Your body will feel less like it's exercising, and more like it's enjoying a pleasant self-care session. In summary, the most effective way to maintain muscle health in old age is, every day, 5 to 8 minutes to wake up your muscles. Every week, 2 main sessions to gradually rebuild. Not overdoing it, but not letting your body go adrift. If you follow this, after a few weeks, you'll clearly notice a straighter back, lighter movement, and most importantly, the feeling of "I'm still in control" will return. After everything that's been shared, from why PRT is effective, to how to do it, and how to combine sessions, there's one thing that seems small but is actually very significant. It's the feeling of "I'm still in control of my own body." When we're young, standing up from a chair is something we never even think about. But as we get older, some days, just standing up requires mental preparation. It might sound a bit sad, but it's precisely from that point that every time you proactively stand up, it's a reminder to yourself, "I haven't given up. I'm still directing this life," with very real steps. At first glance, movements like standing up and sitting down, a few calf raises, or pushing against a wall might seem too simple. Outsiders might think, "Is that all? What's the point?" But for someone over 60 or 70, each of those movements is more than just exercise. It's a quiet affirmation that, "I haven't given up yet." It's a declaration that you're still choosing to live actively, not leaving your health to chance. It means you still want to be healthy, still want to take care of yourself, and still have enough determination to start every day. Exercising at this age isn't about competing with anyone. It's about overcoming your past self. It's about beating that tired feeling when you first open your eyes in the morning. It's about winning against that whispering voice in your head that says, "You're old. What's the point of exercising anymore?" The answer is very clear. Exercise so that tomorrow you can still stand up from a chair by yourself, so you can go to the bathroom at night without calling a family member, so you can go outside for fresh air without feeling self-conscious about weak legs or shaky steps. Muscle loss doesn't happen overnight. It's silent, like the sound of slippers gradually getting softer without anyone noticing. But to maintain your independence, sometimes all it takes is a small thing. A few minutes each morning, a repeated habit, consistently and correctly. You don't need to expect to get younger after a week, but after just a few weeks you might notice. Climbing stairs is no longer a struggle. Carrying groceries doesn't require stopping halfway. Getting out of the car is no longer wobbly like before. And then one day, someone will look at you and be surprised. "You look so much healthier these days." At that moment, you don't need to explain anything. Just smile, because you know for sure it's the result of those early mornings when you didn't back down. It's a small action, but if repeated every day, it will become the foundation that keeps you standing strong in old age. No one sees results on the first day, but by the third week, the second month, you yourself will see the difference. And if there's only one thing to take away after hearing all this, take this. Don't try to do too much. Just do one small thing, but don't stop. Because as long as you can start a morning, you are still in control of your life. Some changes don't need to be seen immediately. They arrive like the gentle light at the start of the day, not dazzling but enough to illuminate the path. Muscle recovery is like that too. It won't make you younger and it won't give you superhuman strength, but it grants you something far more subtle: proactivity, serenity, and a sense of safety within your own body. Age brings many changes. There are things we have to learn to let go of, but there are also things, if we persistently hold on to them, that will continue to stay with us for a very long time. Muscles are one of them, and daily proactivity starting with a few minutes of simple exercise is something entirely achievable. The magic isn't in the movement itself, it's in the fact that you repeat it, not because you're forced to, but because you cherish your body. And when your body receives that signal every morning, it will gradually return to accompany you, quietly but steadily. Don't think that a small habit isn't powerful enough to make a big difference, because a single drop of water, though small, if it falls in the right spot, for enough days, can still wear away stone. Taking care of your health at this age doesn't need to be loud, it just needs to be quiet, consistent, and sincere. Just a few minutes every day. Your body will know that you haven't given up, and then one day you'll also see it never intended to give up on you. If you've stayed until the very end, perhaps something within you is also gently stirring. Not worry, nor regret for having let your health decline for too long, but just a light feeling that, "I can still do it." And honestly, just that feeling alone is enough to start. You don't need to change your entire daily schedule, nor do you need to buy anything, fix anything, or make any grand promises. Just set aside a few minutes to send a message to yourself every morning that, "Today, I choose to stand up again." If this video has resonated with you in some way, please leave a small comment below about the first day you started or about what keeps you persevering until the very end. And if you think this video could help someone, your spouse, a family member, or an old friend, please send it to them as a way of offering hope. Gently. No advice needed, just a suggestion. And if you find this channel worth returning to, then please subscribe so we can continue to meet in unhurried conversations about health, aging, and living steadily.